right, we got one match under our belt. We got one more upcoming here, folks. Flipside versus Envy. And Axel Toss is ashamed. He's ashamed because my name is not Shogun. My name is Wavepunk. I'm still here. I still got Quinn with me.
Yeah, it's been great having you here, Shogun.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Love in the States. I heard Texas is amazing. Texas is fantastic. Flipside Tactics and Envy. We just had some stop. We just had a match between two teams that are on like the ends of the spectrum. We're talking about like complexity being the best offense here in Europe. With Flipside versus Envy, we have two teams who are very much in the middle of the stats. They're not really exceptionally bad or exceptionally good at anything. They're kind of right there in the middle as far as the pack goes. And the biggest one that you heard him talking about on the desk, iignite, currently leading the league in shots per game. He's actually second now in goals per game in Europe after Maestro had not the best series last series, and he dropped down to third. So we'll see how they're able. Will he be able to continue to score here? Will he be able to carry Envy? The desk certainly think so.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's uncanny how similar these two teams are, almost in the exact same position. A team full of former world champions that have fallen from grace and now have brought in a new team member, hopefully to lift them back up. Yukio here versus iignite. I mean, this is going to be a great match. These guys have a lot of history together.
Yeah, a lot of history just on this field. 3 of the 6 players have won the Rocket League Championship Series at various seasons. We'll see all of them looking to get it for either their first or second time again here. But here at first, they got to beat each other. Best of 5. First to 3 wins. Mystic with a shot. This one a bit high. Mystic shooting the best for Flipside last week. You're looking to see him make some good plays. And the goal, he'll be able to make a save. iignite getting his first shot in on the day. Devo with a recovery there, able to put it in, and now Envy up by 1.
Yeah, this first touch here from iignite coming off the ceiling. That's just not really good enough of a save there from Mystic, but that shot, that angle was incredible there. Wow, starting off strong, Devo.
Envy looking to make a statement here in game number 1. We had 1 sweep already today, had a bunch yesterday in America. And we'll see if they are able to make some differences here. See if they can have some sweeps as well. Remco now with a pass to iignite, shot towards the net. There's the second one. This one isn't going to go in. No, the defense will finally get it away. And Diva will look to see if he can get a second play here. Get a second goal already. First minute going to come and go with Envy up by 1. Ball remaining in the corner. Mystic with the plate over iignite. Devo looking for Yukio on the wall, but he's not going to find him. Yukio able to keep this ball and now finally get it out of the corner. Gets it past iignite. He and Mystic moving up. They kill the ball and then slam on the brakes to try and retreat. It's just Cookser right now. Remco gets it past 1. Devo over towards iignite. No immediate offensive pressures. They were not able to turn that into a shot. But a good attempt at a counterattack from Envy. And now Flipside, Cookser with a dunk. He's got Yukio in the middle. Can they make this happen? Nobody in net, and it will go through. Tie game here.
Yeah, great play here from Cux, actually being bullied off of an attempted demo. And you see here, he comes in, gets that crazy dunk there. Yukio playing on that cleanup. That's just a little bit disorganized defense there, I think, from Envy. You would ideally have someone rotate out of that offensive pressure they were putting a little bit earlier there. That was just too slow.
3:27 left to go. A tie game. Picture to Yukio. Mystic now, shot towards the net. Devo with a save, back out to midfield. He'll find iignite on the far side. Passes back down. Devo will make the shot happen. Well done. Envy getting their lead right back.
Yeah, again, exactly from iignite to Devo. Again, this connection between the two players is great. Cux there looking to come off that backboard there to get that clear. It's just not enough, puts too much pressure on his goalie. A second just simple defensive error here leads to two goals really for Envy.
Oh, back in the lead. Envy playing a bit of defense and now breaking out on offense. Mystic and Cooks are both up. Remco with a pass off to Devo. Mystic down iignite will pass towards Remco. We'll see Flipside holding on to the midfield. Mystic looking to keep it there. Gets it past 1. Yukio able to get it through Remco. Devo moving up. Playing it over the top of Mystic. Towards the backboard. Can he finish this off himself? No, it'll go to the corner. iignite and Remco tangled up on the rotation. This will give some space for Flipside to look for a counterattack. Back down the field. We're across halftime and Flipside trailing by 1. Managed to score on an open net. Here Mystic with a pass back towards Yukio. This one will go top corner. Great passing play, and they immediately tie it back up.
Yeah, this challenge here from Mystic is so good here, just going straight onto that far post there. Not challenge, excuse me, pass. Yukio doing a good job lurking up on that cherry pick position, waiting for that pass.
And just like that, we're tied all back up right here at halftime. Who knows who's going to win this game? Back and forth. Flipside yet to have the lead, though. It was critical for winning, I've heard. Mystic with a pass down. ignite will just pick it up. Mystic's clear. Just not the best ignite to finish it off.
Yeah, and this is the second mistake from Mystic specifically leading to a goal. It just feels like most of these errors, most of these goals just resulting from defensive mistakes as opposed to offensive excellence, if you will.
For sure. Just like that. Envious. Back on top. Mystic will look to tie up the game. Flipside yet to lead here in game number 1. This ball killed at midfield. Cooks are now moving up, sending a shot. Can he finish this off himself? Gets the double tap down. The Cooks are of old with a return here in a tie game.
I know you heard Gibbs ask for the return of Cooks. Look at this shot.
Oh, gets 2 defenders up, doesn't matter.
Just the boost. He never stops boosting all the way through because he recognizes that he can't. He needs to. If he wants to be able to make it there on time, he's going to need to just boost all the way through that play. Wow, what a shot.
Flipside again here, tying up. Let's see, can they get the lead? Yukio looking to pass out to Cookser, but Cookser is no more thanks to Devo. Now, Flipside playing it back out to midfield. There's no counterattack there from Envy. Remco, pass to 1. Devo up. Back across the field, Mystic puts it into the orange corner. Ignite. The shot long down the field. Yukio will rotate into net, play it away, but now Devo keeping that pressure on. Ignite pass to 1. They'll look for the pass here, but Yukio's there first. Still manages to get the pass to Devo for Mystic, and Devo looking to do it by himself. Sends a second touch towards the net. Cookser's got a save. He's back out. Midfield line. Yukio sees Remco, knows he's there first. He has to fall back again. And Constant, just one player just rotating in, just slamming the ball uncontested over and over and over again. Seeing Envy just continue to hold on to ball control. Final minute here of game 1, and it's all tied up at 3 apiece. Ignite trying to shoot it over the top. Mystic, a small touch out in the midfield. Remco with a shot towards the net. Cookser's got the save, but Ignite's up, and it will finally go in. And man, they just take advantage of the defensive mistakes and get the lead right back.
And unfortunately, again for Mystic, another defensive error. And it, you know, usually you're seeing Cooks take a lot more of a dominant role on defense. He likes to be that transition player, that player that, okay, we stop the ball, let me have it, let me take it up the field.
So close on the infield pass. Cookser can still make it happen, but he doesn't make contact, and they're looking for the tie game. Flipside not able to make it happen this time. Here's a second attempt as Cookser puts it into the corner with 30 seconds remaining. Down by 1. Their defense has been a bit sloppy, but they got to make it work on the offense here, and this one will drop in. Are you kidding me? Yukio's shot actually worked, and a hat trick here for the rookie.
Ignite here. Oh, that's just so unfortunate. Him.
So rough.
But, you know, he's getting punished for jumping up there. He didn't need to. He had a teammate going up. And in fact, you just lose control of your car the second you jump. You want to stay on that ground as much as possible.
Now again, tied up. 8 goals here in game number 1. Yukio lofting this high. Remco back down the field. The final 7 seconds. Devo can get this past to Ignite. There's no defense. Can he finish it off? No. Yukio's able to get onto the wall and rotate it around in time. But Remco now with another shot, and it goes in. The buzzer beater. Cookser flips in net, trying to get into the air, and just like that, Remco takes it.
Yeah, we just see both Yukio and Mystic overrunning each other. Another double commit there, and Cooks, he went for boost. That backflip as well. That was just team-wide there at the end, unable to get it together to hold on.
Oh my goodness. Team Envious in a shootout of a match. Both teams struggling on the goal line. Both teams having a good day in the field. Yukio going 1 for 1 here. 3 shots on 3 goals. Good start there for him. And a goal for Cookser as well, but it is Team Envious with the pressure able to finish it off.
Yeah, we saw Mystic really making quite a few defensive mistakes, which is very uncharacteristic of Mystic. I mean, you heard the desk say it themselves. We all know him. I mean, he's a grand finalist. This is a great player, just I think having a rough game number 1.
Yeah, well, we'll see how they're able to recover in game number 2. And I think both the stories for both teams is going to be the defense. We see both of them getting 5 saves here. 5 saves and 9 goals across the game. That's 10 saves total, 9 goals. This is just too many shots. Too many things are happening, and I think it was many times the defense actually enabling the other team to shoot at their net.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few really incredible shots there. We saw Cux and Devo as well. The first goal of the game, that was a difficult angle to score all the way in the corner on the right side. Him going for that shot, that shows a lot of confidence, and I think that's good for Envious. A lot more good things than bad, whereas Flipside, I'm not sure how I feel about that game number 1, because there was just so much that was really going well and also not going so well. It's hard to make a conclusion.
For sure, yeah. And Flipside, I liked their attempts on offense, and I liked seeing Yukio shooting well. It was good to see him getting passed to as well. So, and the last goal he scored, where he was able to bounce it off of iGnite, I think it felt lucky. It felt like he hit the ball in the iGnite, but they enabled it by creating the double commit. So, luck besting him here. Besting him? We're making up words now. That's some fun. Anyways, Yukio benefiting from that situation there. And I'm excited to see how Flipside responds. See, do we have another shootout? Because oftentimes when we have a game like this, the next game both teams say, let's hunker down and we'll have like a 0-1 overtime game.
Yeah, once they start to get a little bit worried, they calm the nerves. They say, all right, we need to take a step back. We need to just get ourselves together before we can think about trying to attack. But I think that attacking is the right thing to do here, especially with how fast Envy were shooting. Envious. And that shot from Devo in the beginning, they've just been punishing a lot of defensive mistakes. So I think if we see Flipside take too defensive of a role, I think they're just going to invite more of those mistakes and more pressure from Envious.
Absolutely. Envy able to make it work here on the offense, and we'll see how they respond in game number 2. So we going on to Wasteland, a fan favorite, I'm sure. Everybody loves the sand, right?
Yeah, who doesn't?
So they approach kickoff here. Remco with a cheat up. Will fall back quickly as the ball bounces over his head. iGnite moves in. Now Flipside. Looking to play some offense here. Quick passes. Remco to iGnite. Now Devo looking for the shot here. Nearly finds it as iGnite. Oh, does he make the play? No. Yukio gets this one away. Remco now in with pressure, and it's still off the post. Finally goes in. All enabled by an initial pressure from iGnite in net to force Yukio into a bad position, and then the defense was just amok.
Yeah, it looked like Yukio's initial jump there. He actually barely got a piece of that ball there from iGnite. Is a little bit fortunate there. Unfortunately, that caused him to push that ball too high up and just giving it away.
And get that one in. Envy picks up right where they left off, scoring early here in game number 2. Mystic up to try and make a counterattack work. It's just high. The follow-up from Yukio's over to the side. Brilliant aggressive play there from Flipside. The accuracy just not quite on point, though.
Right, but that last challenge there from Envious, it felt like Yukio was trying to just prevent a hard clear there, pushing that ball to the side instead of, giving them a counterattack.
Now with 4:15 left to go. Still Envy with a 1-goal lead. Yukio pressuring. Devo not with the best clear. He'll get a second touch, but Cookster's got time to read it. Drops it into the corner. Now Remco. Play this one away. Mystic. Going to come off the wall. Gets caught on the wall. Not a great position. Momentary power play here for Envy. So iGnite plays this around Cookster. So now an out to midfield. Now Yukio with an attempt on net. Defended by Remco. Sent away. And we won't tie it up just yet. One thing we did see from Flipside was their ability to tie up the game quickly last game. And definitely made it competitive, kept Envy on their toes, despite never having the lead.
Right, and I think that's almost in the Flipside DNA at this point, where no matter how a series is going, it honestly could just be Cux at this point, where they find a way to somehow make it back into the game, where other players, other teams get discouraged. You don't usually see that with Flipside.
And Cooks are having to make a breakneck save there. For demolitions from Envy, it opened up the goal. 3:04 on the clock. Flipside still looking for their first goal here in game 2.
Selfless play there from Yukio instead of going for that shot, looking for Cooks there, and it was the right idea, just not coming off the execution.
And there, Cooks are looking for Yukio in the inverse, but Yukio not able to make contact. Approaching halftime. Devo out of the corner, iGnite airborne looking to dunk Cookser, but he won't make contact. Remco over to the side. This bounce takes an MV bounce. Ignite Devo over there on the side now. Back down the field. Remco pass to one. Mystic up and he'll look for Yukio out in front. Lofts the ball, but Cooks here demolished. No move up, no offensive pressure from Flipside. As we're coming back down, Devo will be able to read the waterfall, puts it through, and it's a 2-0 game here for Envy.
Yeah, this challenge here from Remco prevents a big clear here coming from Cuxer. And that's just Yukio. He had plenty of boost, it felt like, to go up for that ball, but he just sat there a little bit flat-footed and getting punished for it hard.
It's so difficult to read balls that are directly over your head coming straight down. It's disorienting. Yukio not able to get his bearings in time. Devo makes it a 2-goal game. What I believe is the largest lead we've seen yet in this series. And we only led by 1 goal at any point in that 9-goal brawl we had in game number 1. Missing this pinch coming out, favoring Yukio, but Remco gets a second touch out to midfield. The clear is substantial from Envy. Always able to get that one out to midfield. And Ignite looking for Devo. Down the pitch. Mystic played away, a Remco shot towards net, Yukio with a save. Ignite now back in. Now pressure, Cookser and Mystic. Some tangled up defense from Flipside, but Mystic on the front line, flicking it over one. Remco with a read, and Ignite with the challenge, gets it onto the backboard. Here comes Devo, nobody in net for Flipside as they're all in the corner. Yukio will finally get a clear. The demolition onto Yukio on the retreat from Devo. Such clean offensive pressure, always destroying the possibility of the counterattack, but Mystic gets it through the defense in the middle, and look at that.
This is such a clean dribble here. Look at Mystic just going right for the catch. That initial flick actually just working out perfectly. He lands on the other side of the ball, able to catch it and change the ball's direction the same time that flip ends and getting right past that defender.
I believe that's Mystic's first goal of the series. Getting himself on the board. For any juicy fantasy owners out there. Now Yukio needed to defend this off his own backboard. 1 minute remaining, only down by 1. They've been here before many times in game number 1. Yukio Mystic, a little confusion there in the corner. Cookser rotates into net. Yukio failing to rotate. He'll look for the backboard play instead. Mystic now into his own corner. Remco stalling it. Burning time favoring Envy here as they hold the lead. Ignite past 1, but Cookser picks it up. Remco now to the far side. What a bounce. Back in front of the goal. Mystic will get this one out. Remco demolished in enemy territory. He'll spawn back on the defense. Devo and Ignite able to move out here. 20 seconds remaining, down by 1. Flipside needing to pressure, having to play defense. So Ignite
struggling to get this ball out of their own field. Last 45 seconds.
The Mystic and Remco. See Remco play that one all the way back down. 7 seconds remaining. Ignite just stalling on the wall. Burn as much time as he can, and they can't get the ball out of the corner. Flipside, so many struggles here in game number 2. As this one expires, they have to get the full court carry. It's not going to happen. It touches the ground. Team Envy, 2 games in a row now. 1 away from our second sweep of the day.
Yeah, Team Envy, what a dominant showing this game. I mean, we just saw them from at the very end of the game, and we see them just stalling, able to absorb, what, 20% of the full game just in that corner, and then also being able to really control all of Flipside in their own corners as well. It felt like Flipside really struggling to find each other as a team and play collectively as a unit.
I mean, you have, what is this, 13 shots from Envy and no saves. Did not have to play any saves. No defense on the goal line. Only 2 shots from Flipside that entire match, and they were forced to make 8 saves themselves. So it tells the story of the ball control.
I will say, we did see Cux take a couple shots there. Yukio passed it to him in the corner, so I'm not sure if this shots here is completely accurate.
Sure.
I think Flipside having a few more shots than just 2. But still, the point being made that, I mean, really not much offensive pressure at all there. It felt like they had, 1 or 2 good opportunities that if they had just made them, this game could have gone completely differently.
Yeah, and it feels rough when the best offense you have in the game is just a solo dribble that you're able to just maneuver around a defense. You want to be able to play as a team. You want that to be an option. Right now, the passing is just not working out for Flipside. We saw some great plays from Cookser and Yukio trying to team up and make the plays, but either the shots weren't accurate or they weren't able to make the shot at all. They weren't able to make contact with the ball. So game 3, backs against the wall. How does Flipside respond?
We've seen in the past Flipside in these situations, they thrive. It has not been that way for a very long time. This is their opportunity to show that they are back, that they're ready to make Season 5 their season.
Yukio on the initial attack. Devo will play it away. Back out to midfield. ignite will continue the play, extend it into the blue. And gets it past some. Oh my goodness, makes the shot himself. Looked like it hit the post to me, but he says, not today, I'm going to score.
Yeah, that first touch there from ignite, being able to control it, and he puts that ball in such an awkward position there for Cuxer that he's not able to challenge it. It buys so much time for him to come in and make that shot. What a clean play.
They're scoring 3 games in a row. We've seen MV score first, and we've seen them score in the first minute. Here in the first 30 seconds even. Quick, aggressive play, and a great infield pass. It's just a bit high. Devo stalls in the corner and won't have a second shot here, but now a follow-up. Devo's shot is wide again. It was a brilliant infield pass, just a bit high there from Envy. Now the counterattack from Flipside. Will it go in? Mystic makes the shot happen off the post, and it's a tie game.
Yeah, there's no player here on Envy, so he just rotates straight back to net. You see ignite, he rotates across the field into boost. That's a huge mistake there defensively because he's got his 2 players already coming there. He needs to cover the net and prevent any kind of touch there from Cuxer, regardless of how much boost he's got.
4:22 left on the clock. And it's all tied up. Flipside still yet to lead in this series. Yukio with a shot towards the net. ignite makes the save. Run goes right behind him. Devo sets up in net. Now ignite down the field. Takes another shot towards the goal. Mystic makes the save. Has to use the crossbar to get it out. But it is good. It keeps us tied up for now. But ignite with a follow-up goal. Mystic again on the goal line. Just being the defensive wall Flipside needs. But at this point, the defense won't win them the game. They have to find the lead, and they have to find it in this game. They've got to hold on to it, or else they will be swept by Envy here. Pitcher plays over to the side. Ignite. Back out to midfield. Devo will help him out. Yukio now off the wall. Out towards Cuxer. Manages to get the dunk. Win the challenge, has the ball into the box. Now just waiting these players out. The defense just trying to do anything. Is this going in? Oh my goodness. What a mind game from Cuxer.
Yeah, look at him. He just sits and waits. And we see one player. He goes for boost Remco and he decides to change his mind. He comes in for the ball. He ends up beating his own teammate. Oh, when you're just in those scrambles there, it's so difficult to stay organized.
He sits on the wall, and they're like, what are you going to do? We got all the angles covered. He's like, yeah, but you got to deal with gravity, man. And then they all fall down. And they're like, what's happening now? And he's like, cool, thanks for the shot. And just like that, Flipside, first lead of the series. Can they hold on to it? Or will Envy be able to respond? So Mystic over the top of one. Yukio now down the field. Mystic engaging the ball onto the backboard. Devo coming out of net. Plays it strongly down the field. And Remco adding some pressure. Cuxer has to play to his own corner. Ignite now airborne. Challenge goes in Envy's favor, but does buy some time for Flipside to set up on defense. Yukio back out towards Mystic. Cuxer hoping for the pass from Mystic, but instead rotates back to goal. Now Ignite airborne. Shot towards the goal. 3 players commit on the defense, but they get it away. Remco's up and going to try and take another shot, but engaged by Cuxer. Be able to pinch that one high. Approaching halftime here in game number 3. Mystic with a flick over one. Remco the pass back down towards ignite, and it's actually behind his player. Devo will have to pick up ball control. Flicks it over Yukio, but that leaves him with a cherry pick for Cuxer. Remco now to ignite. No contact. Devo onto the backboard. Will be Cuxer back out to midfield. With 2:06 left to go. Ignite setting this one up. Remco looking for the final shot, but Cuxer steals it away. More pressure from Envy. Devo puts it back into the box. Mystic takes his time getting it away, but it was given to him by Envy. Now back down to Yukio. The pass across the field. It's far ahead of Cuxer. He's able to wrap this one back. Yukio up. It's taken away by Ignite. 1:45 left to go. And we've seen Flipside hold on to this lead. It's the longest we've seen with Envy not scoring anything.
Yeah, we've actually seen them do a great job holding offensive pressure. You can tell the pressure here is on Envy as they feel they need to score because there's been a lot of overcommits as they try to start that counterattack.
Devo down the field. Yukio airborne. Putting it back into the orange. Remco now with the flick over Mystic. It's just Cuxer in the back line. They'll be able to play it out. Yukio picks it up, gets it past Devo. Now it's all up to Remco on the back line. Yukio gets it past him using the wall, but there's no follow-up pressure on the other side from Flipside. Now Ignite Devo able to tag team this one out. Devo will fall back Remco pop into the midfield. Cooks her over the top of one. Now Mystic back down towards Yukio. Pinched in Envy's favor. But Cooksher will be able to read it, send it back towards Yukio. And now the attack from Envy. 48 seconds remaining. Down by one. Pinch goes out to midfield. iignite's there, but just stalls it at the midfield. Devo will try to pick up ball control, but can't find it. Remco has to immediately play it the other direction. Gets it past one, and it's lofted. Mystic will play to the side. Remco grabs the boost. iignite in with the shot. Does it go in? Beautiful placement from iignite as he scores again.
Yeah, this is a wonderful shot. Whenever that ball's just rolling on the side like this, usually a diagonal flip there is just going to hit right into the far corner there. Yukio caught flat-footed, too far forward in the net to be able to help.
31 seconds left. Envy ties it up. We have not gone into overtime yet. They have managed to get buzzer beaters in game number one. Can they do it again here? Or will we see overtime in game three? Flipside needing the win. But Envy making them work for it. Breathing down their necks right now. More pressure. In the final few moments, 14 seconds remaining. Flipside again having to find the lead. 9 seconds left on the clock before overtime. Remco the pass down towards iignite. Devo already upfield. No immediate defensive positioning from Envy. He's falling back the ball at midfield. Yukio will hold on to it, try to pass to Cooksher. One last attempt here at offense. This one will go past, and we will have overtime in game three.
This is a high-pressure situation right now for Flipside. They need to take this game if they want to stay alive in this series.
4 seconds in. We're already seeing this ball just hanging at the midfield. Cooksher now towards the net. Flipside looking for that golden goal. Mystic up. Devo with the kill. Mystic trying to take it from him. Yukio pressures on the other side, just pinched on both directions. Now Yukio looking for iignite net, not going to find him. Cooksher takes the shot, but Devo's got the save right in front of him. Mystic with a follow-up, and Remco puts it high. Devo and iignite needing to get this one away as Cooksher's pressuring. The shot is soft, but it doesn't matter. Devo tries to get up in time, and Cooksher scores.
Oh, and this is great pressure here from Cooks, especially putting it right above iignite here, or in front of Devo, excuse me. That makes it so difficult for Devo to save. He's going backwards, and Devo ends up putting that ball in over his teammate. Flipside, they stay alive.
They stay alive. Cooksher comes up clutch, sends us to game four. 2 goals here for the world champ. 3 saves and 6 shots. A nice game there for Cooksher.
And it's almost hard to believe that this game number 1 and here game number 3, this could become 2 completely different series on 2 different days with how these 2 teams have been playing. I mean, Flipside just so confident, challenging the ball incredibly quickly, not really giving any space to Envious at all, but Envious not dealing well at all with that pressure from Flipside.
Yeah, and 9 shots here, definitely able to get the ball deep into Envy's territory, more than they were in game number 2, where we saw very, very few shots on the board for Flipside. So Flipside making some adjustments here and finding ways to get it done on offense.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference here for me was just the defensive clears, utilizing their teammates much more. I mean, we saw Mystic. Really, for me, he was the biggest difference maker because he would just go up and get these incredible clears, and he was always that 2 roll. He was following up on the first touch, and every single clear he got, it was difficult for Envious to make a save or to be able to counter clear that one back.
Envy here, only 2 goals. I think this is the low. No, they had 2 goals in game number 2 as well, but both of them also assisted here, so still making the team plays. It'll be nice to see if they're able to continue that. Well, will we have some solo plays? We've seen a lot of solo plays here from Flipside.
Oh yeah, especially Cooksher as well. He's been doing in general, shooting quite a lot, and that's typical for Cooks. Cooks loves to be that shot. He feels confident. You know, I think it's paying off for them just being more aggressive in general. It's an easy trap to fall into to start playing defensively.
5 minutes here, and if we see that end with an Envy lead, Envy will be taking the series. The Mystic here in the corner with Remco. Yukio to play it out. And that was an interesting touch in the corner. Kept the ball in the corner here for Flipside. Not what they were hoping for. They're able to dodge the immediate attack. Here comes another one, though. Remco over the top. It's going to go into the corner and come right back out. iignite with a shot defended by Mystic. They'll play this one away. Finally out to midfield. Flipside able to take a breath. Goes right back in. They didn't pressure at all. Now back down the field looking for the counterattack. Cooksher to drop this one down towards Yukio. iignite onto the wall. Play it back deep into Flipside territory. Remco with a shot towards net. Cookser and Mystic in a tag team that one, but it actually pinches right back into the middle. Yukio, luckily to bail him out, shoots straight down and forces Envy to play some defense. Devo will get it past one. Ignite with a miss on the wall. This one will be all Remco. Yukio challenges, manages to get a foot onto it. Keep this ball in the orange. Flipside, they'd love to be able to start off with the lead here. It's been Envy every game, and it will be this one too. Ignite able to get that one past the defense and score.
Yeah, you see Ignite here taking his time in the 1v1 here. Yukio going for a bump there, but Mystic, it looks like he had plenty of boost actually to make that play happen. Just caught flat-footed. He needs to go out and make that challenge here. It's not easy though, that 2v1 situation.
3:45 left in game number 4. And Envy, every game, striking first. Yukio with a brilliant flick over Remco. Ignite, keep that one in midfield. Remco also trying to stall out, hopefully giving something to Devo, but it's not going to be there. Now Mystic holding on to ball control. Yukio over to the side. Mystic past one. It's under the backboard. Remco's right there. The good read. Looking for goalies, but not finding any. No good setup for Flipside to try and score on a pass. Mystic shot a bit high. Remco actually puts it up onto the backboard again, and Cookser says thank you very much. He'll tie the game.
Yeah, great job here from Mystic to just put that one off the backboard. There's nobody. He recognized there was no defender there who could have contested that, and Cook's able to just come in and beat the defender there. That's a solid offensive play here from Flipside.
Able to finish that one off. A bit of help from Remco as well. Now with 3:05 left to go. Team Envy can go back to work if they want to finish this off in 4 games. And Flipside just not going away. Flipside has now had 2 leads. They led during game number 3. They managed to get the golden goal at the end of that game in overtime. So they can create it here again. Mystic finds one and then bullies Ignite in net. Ignite makes the save though with drawing 2 offensive players in, and now it's Devo versus Mystic. Gets the flick over, but Mystic will have the read. So hopefully being able to try and use Ignite there, but just not in time, outpacing his own player. Just across halftime here in game number 4. Neither team with an edge over the other. Pinch into the middle. See Remco here in the corner. So Mystic takes a shot. Devo with a waft, and now Cookser trying to keep this ball deep in the orange, see if he can do it by himself. He's done it a few times already this game, or this series. Devo out towards midfield. Cookser sends it right back in. Mystic following this Ignite on the backboard, clearing to the side, and the rest of his team setting up behind him. Remco out towards Ignite, lofted. Devo following, trying to make the shot, gets it past the defense, and here comes Remco. Can he make the shot on target? No, it's over to the side. Such a close one there as they had the defense all amuck from Flipside. But no goal to show for it. Will stay tied up.
Yeah, that was a huge opportunity. They had Cucks beaten in that situation. They just needed to put that one on target there, but Remco unable to do that.
Ignite will miss the contact. No, Mystic picking up Remco's touch. Devo out in the midfield. Ignite challenging. Yukio's there. Now Remco moving up. Pinching off of Cookser towards the goal. Yukio will send this one away. There's not an immediate threat, but entering into a dangerous place for Flipside. Ignite with another shot towards the goal. Yukio with the save. European shot leader, definitely showing why. So Envy getting their money's worth out of the rookie here. This one behind Cookser, behind all of the Flipside players. Mystic able to pinch that one off. Send it away now. Yukio back towards Mystic. Pass inwards. Ignite's there and gets it away before Yukio can make the final shot. Ignite and Devo. What a pinch off the wall. This one going straight towards the goal. Cookser gets that one away. Those sorts of pitches Cookser became known for. So he got kind of the first one we'd ever really seen in RLCS play. He's very good at reading those.
Yeah, it's interesting that he was even back enough to defend for that. That pinch going so far and so quick.
Oh, Ignite. Can Cookser get there? He does. Makes the save in the final countdown. 7 seconds left, and we're all tied up. Who's going to be able to get the lead? Looking like overtime again. We've already had one buzzer beater this game. It won't happen this time. Overtime in game 4. And oh my goodness, Flipside won the last one. Can they do it again? Ignite up. This drops down, cooks her into the corner. Mystic rotating, and Yukio just looking for an opportunity here. We'll play it back into the box after getting bumped by Envy. Now Mystic in the net. Devo picks up the boost. Getting the past one. Yukio trying to wrap this around. Remco towards the goal. The pressure stays on for Envy. They're constantly keeping this one at midfield. Devo towards Yukio. The wrap back from Remco. Again, the ball barely crossed into the orange here. First time we've seen it here in overtime. And Ignite with a miss on the wall. That'll give Cookser some possession. Able to wrap it through the corner. And Remco with a miss. Mystic takes the shot. No, Ignite makes the save. Who's there first? It's Devo to get it away. The last-ditch effort on the goal line keeps us playing here in Game 4.
What a save there from Devo as well. Just barely able to pinch that one out of the net.
Back across. It's Devo towards the goal. Yukio over to the side. A savior medal for Yukio here in game number 4. Cooks her back down towards Mystic. Wrap it. The pass towards Yukio. It's a bit too far. Now Devo sitting in net. Ignite getting demolished on their front line. None of the Envy players felt confident challenging that, and that gives Flipside another attempt. Ignite with another save. Mystic could make this shot, but he's got to do it backwards. Remco and Devo a double commit. Now Ignite, the last line defense, he moves into the corner as well, but Cookster's not able to make anything on target, and Envy gets out of the woods with this one. A miss in the air. The pinch going to be going back in Devo's direction. Mystic now dropping this one towards Cookser. Where is Ignite? There he is, challenging, putting it into the corner. 1:45 on the clock and counting upwards. We go until we score. Devo out, Mystic onto the wall. Ignite with the challenge. And now Yukio towards the goal. Remco into the corner. Devo with a flick past one. It's Yukio now isolated into the corner. Mystic with a challenge. Remco and Devo airborne. Yukio into the corner. Carries it out past midfield. No follow-up from Flipside. Cooks are now up. Ignite able to get it past him. It's just Mystic in the back. Ignite with a challenge. Mystic with a long clear. Eliminating the play.
Yeah, there's just not really as much pressure either from Envious, where it feels like once they get that hard clear, Flipside able to read it, to predict it, to position for it, and get right back.
Oh, finally Yukio makes the shot happen here in overtime. 2 overtime winners in a row from Flipside, and we go to Game 5.
Yeah, Cucks pushing this ball so high up punishes the fact that there's little to no defense anywhere on these Envious players. They're not able to get back in that and be able to challenge that. Flipside finding a way to squeeze themselves through this series.
They are somehow making this work. Envy has been 1 game away from finishing this one off. 2 games now, and the reverse sweep threatening now for Flipside. It comes down to this last game. Whoever wins this one will take the win.
Yeah, we've seen these situations dig in on players. For Envious right now, they know that they have just thrown 2 of those games right about on match point. Really, and that starts to dig in at you. That starts to beat into your head. You say, okay, you know what? Those last 2 games, those are the exceptions. We're going to get this 3rd win right here, and you start to worry. And we already see in this game, Envious losing a lot of confidence, not challenging the balls quickly, not opting to pressure Flipside in their own half significantly. They just go for these hard clears, and I think it's because they don't trust the ball in their own half.
Yeah, it felt like both teams making strong goal line defensive stops, being able to find ways to stop the balls at the goal line. We saw who was it? Ignite in the overtimes, able to make some amazing stops there on the goal line. And both teams finding a way to possess the ball at the midfield as well. Both teams with opportunities of just keeping the ball trapped in the other's half. Envy's still probably doing that a little bit more, but it's not turning into wins here. I think Envy is having more ball control in the midfield, but it's not turning into goals for them.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think a lot of their ball control just turned into like that pinch shot, for instance, and a lot of just, pushes to the corner. I don't think that there was really any danger coming from majority of Envious's plays. We kept seeing Cuxer, as the only man back making saves, and that just speaks to there was not a lot of pressure. There was no one to follow up that play after Cux makes the initial save.
And I still am waiting to see both these teams be able to effectively use the infield pass. We haven't seen very much of it at all this series, and it's definitely the most effective way to score right now in Rocket League.
I think this previous game, we saw much more of it coming from Flipside, especially the aerial passes. Something that we haven't really seen, honestly, as significantly or as common since Season 1, Season 2.
We will see, can any of them bring it out, stop playing it to the corner. See what changes they make here in Game 5 on Champions Field. It looked like we were to have another sweep on our hands. Anything but here as we've gotten all the way to this decisive game. Ignite in the air. Does he make the shot? No, it rolls out. Remco with the follow-up. Can't make it happen either. And Devo finally will put it through for Envy here. The three-man play sees Envy get the lead.
Right, that's first touch from Ignite. Coming off the crossbar and then the post as well. Devo coming in for cleanup. Mystic just not enough boost and sideways as well, not positioned to be able to affect that play.
Team Envy, 5 for 5 on first goals here, drawing first blood against Flipside. Remco plays this one across the midfield. He'll look for a second goal. Getting out towards Devo. Off the corner, Ignite will be up. No, Devo stays up and plays it across the goal. Now Ignite with the challenge. Cooks her back down the field.
What a save!
Remco getting away from his net. Mystic on the enemy backboard. Possibly to pass out to Yukio, but not going to find it now. Devo up, shooting towards the net. Again, Cooks her on the back line. Makes the save, sends it away. And Envy will only have a 1-goal lead for now. Yukio out to midfield. Now passing across. So Remco up, Ignite onto the wall. 2 players were up on the defense. Neither made contact as the ball did not go towards the goal. The possibility of a follow-up for Envy going to be gone now as we see Flipside up on the counterattack. Remco, a great clear, eliminating Cookser in the corner. And answered by Yukio. Remco now with a shot. Mystic with a save. Ignite looking to keep this one competitive. See if he can create another shot opportunity for Devo here as he gets it across. Cookser's there first. Now as it comes back down, Remco holding on to ball control, trying to get it past Mystic, but it's not going to happen. He reads it, gets it back out to midfield. Flipside up on offense. Mystic doing it all by himself. Can't quite get that shot on target, but he eliminated all 3 players.
Yeah, doing a really good job, Mystic. He's also controlling the sidewalls much more aggressively, and we've seen a lot of the clears here from Envious start to come along those sidewalls. It's really helping Flipside control this midfield much better.
Mystic with a shot towards the goal, Ignite with a save. Flipside, sort of back to the beginning of this series, struggling to find the equalizer. Needing to find the lead. Mystic with a shot towards the goal. Can he finish it off? Not going to happen just yet. Cookser's save, or Cookser's follow-up shot, defended by Ignite. Now Remco. Pass 1. Yukio up towards Mystic. Ignite airborne as well. Puts it back to midfield. Playing frontline defense for Envy here. And across halftime. Still the 1-goal lead for Envy. So Mystic lofts. Cookser looking for a shot here. This one high. He's going to need some help from Yukio. It is taken away by Devo. There's the sort of infield pass plays we're looking for. But they had to be followed up and finished off by a crossbar. Crossbar touch not coming through. Ignite following this, past 1. Yukio to pick it up. Is Mystic lurking in the midfield, waiting for an opportunity. Cooks her onto the wall. Remco takes it away before Mystic can make the shot. Cooks her just sat and watched. And the siege will break for Flipside. Now the counterattack for Envy. It's just Ignite on the ball. Mystic's touch will play past Ignite as he had rotated. Cookser gets that one past, or Devo gets that one past Cookser. Nearly gets it past Yukio as well. There we go with a flip to get it past him as well. Remco just sitting in the midfield watching for an opportunity. Yukio flips this one high. And it'll have to be Ignite moving up from the back line. With 1:15 left to go though, Envy's happy just to trade ball control over and over again. Burn all the time off this clock. Holding on to the lead will give them the win in this series.
We see Flipside looking for this counterattack, this fast passing play, the give and go really quickly. And it's just not, they're not finding it, but they don't stop looking for it. They're just not changing their angle of approach.
Ignite back down the field in the final minute. This team's only scored 1 goal and it's the only one they need. So Mystic plays it into the orange corner. Remco slowing it down. Mystic with the read, gets it past him. And a quadruple commit there. 2 players on each side going for the ball. Pitches out in an oblong angle. Cookser's able to find it. Puts it back in midfield here with 30 seconds remaining. Envy trying to break into Flipside's territory. Just keep the pressure on the offense and make it difficult for them to score. Do not give them ball control in these final moments in your own half. As Cookser tries to get it there. Ignite over the side. Mystic keeps the pressure on, and Yukio lurking at the midfield, watching for an opportunity. Now with 10 seconds left, though, they couldn't find it. And Envy able to put the ball into the blue. Yukio looking for Mystic.
Wraps in front of the goal, ignites there, and no presence from Cookser. Keeps the pressure on. Yuko needs to find Mystic here with the loft. Remco coming off the wall. Will it be there? No, it will touch the ground. Envy, they had the chance to do it in a sweep, but they send it all the way to 5 games to get the win here.